Greetings, space engineers. This is Captain Rick Havoc with the Terran Republic Navy, and I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I'm coming to you today from the Research and Development Station of the Terran Republic Shipyard to bring you a combat test and review of this ship in front of us. This is the USTG Atlas Class Battlecruiser by Alucard 7749, I think it is. And it's a pretty decent ship. It does have some omissions, or possibly you might even consider them design flaws, but they are correctable. And for one thing, it's got lots of hangar space. You could almost call this thing a carrier if it had more crew accommodation. But it's only got a dozen beds on for crew accommodation. That's not really enough for a full complement of ships. And I want to show you here one of the kind of design flaws here. These connectors on these landing pads in the hangar bay here are too close together. These should be, like, each one should be over at least one block from where it is to either side, and a block in the middle or two, because as it's set up right now, you can only really dock one ship on each of these these two connectors. So you'll have an unused connector, but you can. This is something you can easily correct. Something that may not be so easy to correct on this ship is the fact that the only access from the exterior of the ship is through the hangar bays. It's the only way to get to the interior of the ship is to go through that, come in through the hangar bay and go in through this door, through this airlock. And another omission on the part of the designer for this ship is they did not put controls for the hangar bay doors inside the hangar bays or outside the hangar bays. Right now there is only one button on the toolbar to control all the hangar doors, and that's just, I'm sorry to say this, that's just piss poor planning, piss poor design. Each hangar door should be grouped, like these doors should be one group, and then, or maybe the doors for both sides should be one group, but they should not have all the hangar doors in a single group. You really don't want to open every hangar door on the ship every time you want to open a hangar. So that's one of my little complaints about this ship. Another kind of, well, I guess it's not really a complaint, but just, kind of an observation. There is a whole lot of empty space in this ship. And we got all this empty space. All right. So, and we got several ways we can go here. And let's see. Guess we'll go this way first. And we got this. First thing you come to is this big, mostly empty room. It's got you know, I mean, use these on each side for a lounge area, but you need more seating. There's not enough seating over here. Not to mention, it could use a table or two, and you know, a mess area. There is no mess area in this ship, for one thing. And we've got, let's see, these doors will give you access to the hydrogen tanks. As you can see. And it's even pressurized. So you don't need to have your visor closed if you're going to come in here and work on your do repairs. Unless, of course, the damage has compromised the airtight integrity. Then you might need to put your visor down. And one of the things this ship really, really needs is a programmable block with a door control script on it. There's a lot of doors in this ship. So we got, I'll just leave that open for now. But we've got one of our jump drives back here, and we've got this rearward facing console that's just totally useless, really. It's just decoration. Thing on the control bar, and you're facing the rear of the ship. You can't really control the ship from here. Alright, and down here we have our reactor room. Can't really call it engineering because all there is down here is these reactors. And it's got half a dozen of them. And lots of batteries up there somewhere in here there's batteries, I know. Lots of batteries in this ship anyway. But this is the reactor room with its 6 warfare nuclear reactors. Large warfare nuclear reactors. Oh yeah, here's the batteries. You can see them through the grates here. Bunch of batteries. And that's not all the batteries on the ship either. That's just those you can that are visible. All right. There's still a lot more to see here. A lot more to show you. And now we have, I'll take you and show you the rest of this lower deck of the ship. And we got here another big empty room that leads to the front hangar bays, basically. Oh. Only things, we got some, conveyors and some air vents. And that's about it. Oh, we do have. Okay, well, more doors to go through. If we go this way, this leads to those front hangar bays. You can see through the window. I guess I don't really need to bother opening this door. I don't think there's anything further. Nope. No, there's nothing. There's no crew. There's no access in the front of the ship. So that's lots of long empty passageways in this ship. This is the rear hangar bay. I do want to show you this. Because not only is one of the ship's major emissions is right here. As you can see from my HUD, we are in vacuum. And will remain in vacuum until this big hangar door in the belly is closed. Which, like I said, I only have right now. There's only one control all the hangar doors, and that's all right. Now here we have our really major omission here, design flaw. Because what we have over here on either side is the crew quarters. And there's no door up there. So when the hangar's open, the crew quarters are depressurized. So that's something I definitely would change if I were going to use this ship. Something else I would change if I were going to use this ship is these. I mean, they're nice decoration and everything, but they're useless. There's other things you could put in here that would be far more useful. I didn't realize there's another ladder up here. But it goes nowhere. A ladder going nowhere. That's just for decoration, obviously. And also, in order to access the upper bunks, right now you either have to use your jetpack. In fact, that's the only way right now to access the upper bunks is to use your jetpack. And I know there's a folding ladder that could be put on these to basically get up to the upper bunks. Another omission on the part of the designer that especially since there's actually enough room here. Well, not quite, really. But it needs a door here. Absolutely needs some kind of a door. I think I see why he didn't put anything, because it's only one block. But there's a block. There is an airlock block. It's a mod, but it's an airlock block. You could put an airlock in either side right here. So when you open the hangar doors and depressurize the hangar, you don't depressurize your crew quarters. So, basically, my thinking on this particular hangar bay is what this would be good for is either player-made missiles or drones attached to the magnetic plates that you could just drop from the belly. In fact, there is a drone I saw a video of a while back that I think would be excellent to put in here. And that is a drone that is a railgun equipped drone that fires railguns. I think those would be an excellent choice for drone to deploy from the from this hangar bay. Another thing I kind of not liking very much about this ship is the ladders everywhere. This is a big enough ship with all this empty space in the ship. It doesn't, personally, I would prefer stairs, which could be done here. But an airlock on either side there is a must. You really don't want to be depressurizing your crew accommodation when you depressurize this hangar. Be so much easier showing you around if there was a door control script in this ship. Let's see, I think, where does this, yeah, this goes to the front hangar bay. All right, I already showed you this. Okay. Actually, there's more than one mod airlock block that would, single block airlock that would be just what you need to separate the crew quarters from the hangar bay. Because there's also a rotary airlock mod. Okay. And here's how we gain access to our control deck. Oh. There's a lot of empty space in this ship. And this is your control room. It's got just a plethora of these decorative consoles that just really aren't useful for anything. There's no custom turrets, so no custom turret controllers. More consoles. Here's our shield control table. And here is the one and only control seat on the ship. Back up a little bit here. There we go. Because here is my emergency exit for when I crash the ship. So, and this ship is very well armed. It has Eric's weapon system weapons. So it has modded weapons. They're not vanilla, but they're better than vanilla weapons too. We got L-35 plasma cannons, Ares and Artemis railguns, EV-10 phase blasters, Gravistar laser turrets, longsword missile batteries, Magnetar shock cannons, plasma rifles, Punisher burst cannons, and Tempest strike cannons. A very good array of weapons on this ship. That you can't fault. You can't fault the designer for designing a inadequately armed ship. This ship is well armed. So let's have a look at the internals. One control seat in the whole ship. All kinds of consoles, but only one control seat. Lots of air vents. Lots of airtight hangar doors, but the problem is they are all grouped in a single group with a single button on the control control bar to open and close all the hangar doors. Definitely, that's just pure laziness. So we've got 4 of these Spartan plasma cannons, lots of batteries. There's no assembler or refinery in the ship, or even a survival kit. So there's no production on the ship. And let's see. Like I said, a dozen beds. And 4 of these Punisher burst cannons. Lots of connectors. A whole bunch of console cockpit displays and main but only one control seat. There's some conveyor sorters, couches, lots of corner lights, and a bunch of these, looks like 18 of these EV10 Nova Phase blasters, 4 gravity generators, lots of gyroscopes, 10 hydrogen tanks, pardon me, lots of interior turrets, and 3 jump drives, and let's see, it looks like, yeah, 8 of these Artemis railguns, 2 plasma rifles, these looks like 8 of these Tempest strike cannons, 2 of the Typhoon strike cannons, 2 longsword missile batteries, nuclear missile launcher, and 14 Oculus Orb point defense lasers. Lots of oxygen tanks. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 8 Gravistar laser turrets. And a pair of these Magnetar shot cannons. And warfare batteries. And ion thrusters, weapon racks. And finally, 4 Ares heavy railguns. But, like I said, no production. And there's definitely places in the ship that are, I see it there. Oh, that's the airlock I put in for exit. That's right. Damn. But it needs 2 more for the crew quarters, for the crew quarters on each side. There. All right. So that's it for the tour of the ship, outside and inside. Let me take this opportunity to remind you that if you are enjoying this content, would like to see more of it, please remember to smash those all-important buttons down below in the description, the like and the subscribe and the notification bell, and you'll be notified when I release new content. And leave a comment or 2 down in as well. Let me know what you think of this ship, and whether you agree with me that the designer could have done a better job. Anyway, so that's it for part 1 of this combat test and review for the Atlas Class Battlecruiser. I will return when I have this ship out on the test range, live fire test range, and have an adversary test set up to test it against. Until then, I will see you later.